Pogba gaji dia tadi 250,000. Dia tak buat kerja tu masa tu. Gaji dia 200,000. Lepas tu baru gaji dia 400,000 dia buat. Sekarang dia tak buat. Sebab gaji dia waktu tu 250,000.
Guys, we are going to jump straight into the player ratings. Okay, this is basically a new format for our segment for this season. All right, so let's start off, guys, with David De Gea. Raj, what do you think about his performance and how would you rate it?
David De Gea, probably I would give him a B because he had nothing much to do. Don't get me wrong, it was not that he was not excellent. He had nothing much to do and he had few routine saves. He couldn't have done anything about the goal. So I would just give him good because he did what he had to do as a goalkeeper. So that's my rating on David De Gea.
I think all around we all agree, David De Gea is a B, right? Above average performance because he did, I think, 1 or 2 fantastic saves as well.
And that goal was unstoppable. That goal was
Yes. That goal is unstoppable.
That particular goal was because the players didn't, our midfield didn't close down that Leeds player properly. So I think it's fine. Okay, the next player, Victor Linderlof. Okay, yang ini Jai. Player kamu. Apa rating you bagi Linderlof?
Okay, untuk Linderlof first game kita boleh nampak dia punya passing long ball dia dengan composure dia punya defense. Cuma dia ada yang masa first goal tu sepatutnya ada 4 player, but untuk keseluruhan Linderlof saya rasa setakat ni dia boleh berada di situ lagi untuk next game. Untuk setakat ni lah. Sebab kita sebelum ni kita rasa macam dia agak goyang. Tetapi yalah, well known sekarang dia pun dah jadi captain Sweden. So once untuk game hari ni kurang minimize lah, sangat sikit lah dia punya kesilapan kan. Sangat kurang lah dia punya kesilapan yang ada dekat dalam game hari ni. So pada dia berada di dalam game yang akan datang sepatutnya. Ya.
Boleh saya tambah sikit? Macam Jai cakap selalu. Boleh saya tambah sikit?
Sila.
Apa yang kita boleh buat kan? Lepas ni setiap game suruh Waran jalan sampai tengah padang, jalan balik. Cukup. Cukup.
So
saya rasa untuk satu
game
setiap game suruh dia jalan sampai tengah padang. Ambil selfie, balik.
Kita sign dia sebagai
sign untuk
Beran jadi mascot cukup dia setiap game dia cuma jalan keluar saja, itu saja, senang saja tugas dia.
Jai bagi skor Jai A B C D.
Apa rating?
Okay, untuk Lindelof B lah, sebab kalau buat masa ni first game dia untuk dia B lah, untuk B. Dia tidak ada menakjubkan sangat pun, tapi B untuk dia. Kalau dia buat macam lebih luar biasa mungkin kita boleh bagi A, tapi untuk game ni dia dapat B. Lindelof.
But that pass was fantastic lah. That pass was fantastic lah.
Itu memang tak dinafikan, tidak dinafikan. Sebelum ni pun kita dah tahu dia punya long pass memang terbaik.
Yes.
Tapi
pass to Rashford. Yes.
Tetapi untuk kesilapan itu yang kita takut sekarang ni. Tapi untuk sekarang dia dah ada baran.
Just to touch on Lindelof, I think there's something going on behind the scenes. Most likely it's a defensive coaching. There's although it's just one game, but we can actually see improvement. Positioning sense and whatnot.
We can see that the team is being pushed further forward the pitch. Last season, most of the time, if we play a double pivot, we will be very cagey. That means we will be behind the center line, quite close to our goal. Now we can see all the players are pushing a few yards above, which is good. That is how we. Tapi Raj, saya nak tambah sikit. Boleh.
Game Leeds United dengan Manchester United, kita boleh nampak game Leeds United seperti biasa, dia lebih lebih terbuka tau. So betul. Jadi bila terbuka, setiap pemain-pemain Manchester United ni agak selesa dekat situ. That's why dia boleh naik atas, dia boleh turun bawah. So kita tak boleh nilaikan game-game yang akan datang. Tapi untuk game hari ni, memang game tu sangat terbuka. Even dia dah kena 2 biji, 3 biji gol pun dia tetap main macam biasa juga. Itu Leeds United. That's why kita tak boleh tengok next game. Tetapi untuk sekarang baguslah.
Setuju.
Itu yang kita nampak, yang I nampak. Yes.
Just a quick one. Just a quick shout out to Brown Knight. Like we said, Victor Linderlof do long range passes better than Harry Maguire, which brings us to the next player, Harry Maguire's side. What do you think about his performance today, and how would you rate him?
I think I would start with rating by, I would say A, because although we conceded a goal, but I think it was not his fault. It was just a moment of brilliance. So overall performance, I think he was solid. He was like controlling the defense. He was communicating. He was going forward, making some short passes. So overall, I think I would give him A.
Do you think that this will be a breakout season for Harry Maguire?
Because even like before the season start, he was saying like, okay, now he has been with United for 2 years now. He hasn't won any trophy. So he has been saying that now this is the season where he wants to win the trophy for the club, being the captain of the club. I think now he's stepping forward with his performances, leading the dressing room, leading the team on the pitch as well. So I think a big season for him. Yeah.
I think just a small this one. I think in this game, so far as this game is concerned, I felt that Lindelof did better than Maguire.
Yeah.
So far as this game is concerned, I'm not speaking about generally, but today I think between both of them, Lindelof was a bit ahead in terms of the assists, and also there were certain jittery moments by Maguire in the game. So that was my take on Maguire.
Raj, you're not trying to hint a Lindelof Varane centre back pairing.
We never know, bro. We
never know.
tapi on Maguire punya, I back up Maguire because of maybe their lack of match fitness because they only play one pre-season kan.
Satu pre-season.
Lindelof already ada 2 weeks of pre-season training, so yeah, I don't know.
Exactly. Okay, we move on to
boleh I tambah sikit boleh?
Okay, sila.
Buat masa ni kan, macam Harry Maguire dengan Lindelof, kalau diorang tidak ada buat kesilapan bodoh lah, orang panggil kesilapan bodoh, I rasa pairing dia tetap akan kekal lah. Maksud dia kita boleh kekalkan pairing dia even kita ada Varane, sebab kita boleh jadikan Varane ni sebagai satu batu loncatan dia. Tetapi itu kalau tak ada kesilapan. Tapi kalau ada kesilapan, memang kita terpaksa tendang. Even Harry Maguire buat silap pun kita boleh tendang dia, sebab kita dah ada satu lagi pairing untuk
Exactly.
Kalau I cakap
I faham. I setuju dengan apa yang Jai cakap, because a lot of the United fans when Varane was announced, we are all thinking that Harry Maguire, Varane, why not let's think about creating a competition there, maybe between even Bailey. If Bailey can perform also, why not? If we got 4 top centre backs that we can actually rotate and whatnot without even thinking about it, we can just throw any one of them and it will work. That is what we want actually, competition in the bench. Okay, we move on to the next player, Luke Shaw. Pija, apa pendapat you tentang performance Luke Shaw?
For me, if we say kalau kita ada ABCD punya rating, then I think I'm gonna give, saya akan kasih C lah for Luke Shaw. I think for this game, macam saya cakap, Luke Shaw and Maguire ni more macam kurang match fitness because of the lack of they have only 1 week preparation of the pre-season. So probably on average dia attacking tak ada, cuma memang defensive nampak solid lah. Cuma in terms of what we expect from Luke Shaw, more like bursting down left, up and down of the pitch. So cuma di season dia focus more on the defensive duty, dan attacking macam kurang sikit, maybe because of the Pogba punya factor yang menyebabkan dia tak ni. So I think for this game, I think I'm gonna give Luke Shaw ni C average. He just have an average but it's a good average rather than poor average.
Understand. Maybe in the point that he didn't get to show his usual performance on the pitch. That's why we set a high standard for all of our players, a very, very high standard. Okay, move on to the next player, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Raj, what do you think about his performance today?
Aaron Wan-Bissaka today showed a lot of improvement compared to his previous games. I mean, in terms of his positioning, he was very much more alert compared to how he was in his last season. Because last season, I think his breakout season was fantastic. And last season, there was a slight dip in Aaron Wan-Bissaka where he went missing for some time. He always leaves his back post open and all those things. Today, we can see at certain times when Maguire and Lindelof were out of position, Aaron Wan-Bissaka actually tracks to the center and stands and tries to shield the ball. And then when both of them come back to position, you can see him coolly running at the back and going back to his own position. So this all comes down to defensive coaching also. And probably, as what Jai pointed out, it's a different kind of game when it comes to Leeds. It's very open, and it really played to his advantage as well. So I would give Aaron Wan-Bissaka B, but I really hope that there is more crossing and goal contribution coming from him. So that's the one aspect that we still don't see much of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And probably that is why we need Sancho on the right-hand side. And it didn't help having James, but that's another story altogether. We'll come to that later. So yeah.
I think all around, I think we agree for Aaron Wan-Bissaka, especially his positioning sense, he was much better. Okay, I think most likely defensive coaching, one thing like that. Another thing, probably the pre-season actually helped. He managed to, because the starting of the pre-season, he was actually a bit lembab also. He needed some WD-40 also, is it? So I think it actually helped him. So it was a very good choice for the coaching staff to play him early on. Okay, so we move on to our next player, Fred. Okay, ini I bagi Jai lah. Ni tak boleh apa, pasal dia satu gol.
Aduh. Okay, macam honest, secara jujur lah saya cakap sebab sekarang ni first game, even Fred dia nak buat macam mana pun still first game. So kalau dia score ke, I tak nampak dia score pun. So dia score ke, dia buat shield. Tapi for me lah, point I still sama juga macam last year punya point. Dia still lagi ada kekurangan. Dan untuk shoot dekat tim Manchester United, dia masih ada kelemahan. Even dia score. Betul, dia score tadi. Dan kita lawan pula dengan tim Leeds. I tak cakap Leeds tak kuat. Tapi Leeds ni game dia terbuka. Sangat terbuka. Even macam mana pun dia kena bantai ke apa, dia game dia still pairing dia sama je. Pair dia sama je. Tetapi untuk sentuh Fred tadi, dia still ada longgar dekat situ. Dia still lagi tak marking player dia. Macam gol yang first goal daripada Leeds tu, sepatutnya dia kena mark player tu. Ada 4 player tetapi dia sepatutnya buat kerja dia, tapi dia tak buat. Tapi point I. Bukan I tak.
Jai, yang player paling closest to Leeds player tadi, I think it was Pogba, is it? Pogba was
Pogba and Lucia lah.
Okay, Pogba gaji dia tadi 250,000. Dia tak buat kerja tu masa tu. Gaji dia 200,000. Lepas tu baru gaji dia 400,000 dia buat. Sekarang dia tak buat. Sebab gaji dia waktu tu 200,000. Sebab tadi masa ujung-ujung sebelum dia nak keluar, Pogba dia buat defensif punya kerja tau. Masa tu gaji dia dah naik 400. Sekarang gaji dia so tak boleh. Tapi for me lah, terus terang Fred
betul, sila.
Terus terang saya cakap, Fred masih ada longgar. Dia sebab sekarang tengok, kita main dia dengan McTominay dengan Matic kan. Still 2 orang. So, still tak boleh cakap dia ni boleh main seorang. Tak boleh. Sebab apa? Sebab itulah. Sebab game tadi pun dia still longgar lagi.
For this game yang apa yang I suka
apa
yang I suka pasal this game punya situation is that our midfield now starting masuk dalam box.
Yes.
Our midfield player, especially macam McTominay or even Fred kan, they are starting to be committed, more committed to get the goal ataupun go into the box because last season we can see that only Pogba or Bruno je kan yang ada kat dalam box penalty opponent kan. So for this season memang for this game lah, what I like, so that's why kita dapat Fred punya goal tu. Macam dia kata,
tapi Jai, tambah sikit. Jai, tapi I tambah sikit. Game tadi sebab terbuka, semua player selesa. Terus terang saya cakap. Semua midfield apa semua agak selesa sebab game Leeds United ni kita dah tengok sebelum ni, kalau dia kena belasah, memang kena belasah betul sebab game dia agak selesa dengan Fred pun selesa.
Fully hope upcoming match pun our midfield cannot be that confident enough box. Expecting at least to score goal at least 1-2 menang.
Okay, Jai. Apa rating? We move on to next player. Before that, rating untuk Fred berapa? Rating you bagi dia? A, B, C, D.
Sebab dia score dia dapat B lah. Dia tak score, I tak bagi dia B.
Untuk game ni
I bagi
sajalah.
dia
Game
B
ni saja
juga.
kita cerita.
Sebab
Okay, we move on to our next player, Scott McTominay, McSauce. Pijak, apa pendapat you?
For me, it's a typical. Memang I suka lah performance of McTominay lah, because dia what I said during in the group, he become like very Kante like punya player. Dia can select out all the attacking from Leeds lah. Memang dia become, I don't know lah, probably for this game, because dia pun coming from academy, dia know the rival between and also so dia punya enthusiastic ataupun semangat dia tu berlebihan. So Mancunian kan memang ada niat lah. So for me, I really like McTominay, plus dengan his determination nak get into the box tu, masa yang first touch early of the match tu, memang what I expect from McTominay lah. It's gonna be like box to box player. So for this match, I just gonna give good because he does his defensive duty and also attacking duties lah.
I think both for McTominay and for Fred, for both, I would summarize, like both of them, I think they have a good game in their own half. For example, if you check about some stats, they have like 94% accuracy when they are passing within their half. But when it comes to the opposition half, they have like 77% of the passing accuracy. So within their half, I think both of them has a similar type of game, which would be I would also give B to both of them.
Yeah, but McTominay wise, I think he was really very solid lah. Especially when he was doing his tracking back and whatnot. He seemed much more confident. You know, I used to joke that he used to bunny hop. He and Pogba used to bunny hop a lot. But this time around, he seems he know what he's supposed to do, and then he did it brilliantly. Okay, hats off to McTominay and hats off to Smurf. Okay, need to shout out our brother Smurf as well. Okay, if not, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna throw the chair at me. Okay, we move on. Okay, sorry, McTominay tadi rating tu dah bagi ya, Pija? McTominay.
I bagi good.
Good, B. Okay.
Yes.
We move on to the next player. Okay, this guy is the contender for the man of the match, Paul Pogba. This one I gotta pass it to Syed. Okay, Syed, what do you think about Paul Pogba? The rating is only A, B, C, D. You don't give A. Okay.
I think I will give like A or A plus or anything above A. If anything above A, I would give that to Paul Pogba today. Because I mean, like 4 assists, like outstanding performance. Especially the first assist, like it was like a baller, like a swag type of assist, not like a common assist. So that's what he bring to the team, like that personality, that swag, that flair, that bossing around the midfield. So this is what we, I think all United fans, this is the performance we expect from Paul Pogba to perform week in, week out. But I know like not all the players can do week in, week out, but it's still we have hope that he can be consistent this time around. But yeah, definitely A, or I would say A plus for Paul Pogba.
Imagine this stat. Okay, I got a stat for you as well. Okay, I got a stat also. Paul Pogba, his assist last whole season was 3 assists, and this game itself, he gave 4 fantastic world-class assists. Hats off to Paul Pogba.
That shows the shame to Paul Pogba himself. Like he only managed to have 3 assists, and now he can assist 4 assists in one game. I don't know what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer told him. Maybe Ole said like, I'm Deschamps today, and this is France. This is not necessarily go and play again. So he became like French coach, and then he was pretending that he's playing in Paris or somewhere. So I think that's why he performed better. But I was reading like the post-match, and Ole also mentioned in the post-match interview that today he gave him the freedom to roam around anywhere. There was no restriction for Pogba today. He can play on the left, he can play on the right. He can just McTominay and Fred, they were the disciplined player, but the Pogba had the opportunity, to go everywhere, to pass, to go on the left and pass to Fred. And the passes he made for Bruno was on the right side, so he was all around the pitch today. That's how we can get the maximum from Paul Pogba.
Yep, a free roll for Pogba. Yep.
Jai, I tanya you, Jai. Ini before we move on from this one, Jai, you rasa performance dia macam ni, kalau dia setiap kali kita main dia boleh perform macam ni, you bagi dia tak 400,000 per week?
Secara jujur lah, Pogba this season is last season now. So dia kena tunjuk sesuatu. Yelah, maksud kalau dia tak sambung kontrak, dia last season dekat kita, dekat Man United. So, tetapi kalau setiap game dia perform macam ni, dan setiap game dia tunjukkan price tag dia 400 gaji dia tu 400,000 atau 500,000. Tak kisahlah sebab sekarang ni dalam banyak-banyak midfield dekat dalam dunia ni I nampak hanya kurang, dan hanya Pogba je yang I nampak the world class player yang kita boleh yang ada dekat dalam season league sekarang ni. So kalau performance dia baik, bagus macam dia assist, dia assist untuk skor-skor yang ada, I rasa why not kita bagi dia gaji 400. Tetapi kalau dia buat duty defensif sikit lagi, kita bagi dia 500 lah. So
100 just to try
extra 100 kan. At least dia buat defensive duty lah kan. Nampak teruk juga bila defensive duty tak buat kan. Tengok macam tadi kan. Tapi for me assist memang world class lah. Memang I pun terkejut lah. I tengok wah gila lah mana datang ni. Tapi mungkin sebab first game tak tahulah. Tapi kita tengok next game.
Kita simpan untuk game ini sajalah. Jangan cakap untuk game yang akan datang.
Game lain lah.
Kita jangan potong steam lah. Basically jangan potong steam lah.
Jai, saya dah bagi A+.
Okay, A lah, A. But he's a contender for man of the match. Man of the match will get S. Okay, that is super. Okay, we move on to our next player, who is also a contender for man of the match. Our captain lah. Okay, he doesn't have the armband, but he is our captain lah. Bruno Fernandes. Raj, what do you think about it?
He's our de facto captain lah. We can put him like that, I guess. Bruno Fernandes, simply superb. That's all I can say. Most of the time, he was playing as a false nine today because I think Greenwood allowed the freedom because Greenwood kept drifting to left and right. Wherever the James was not there, Greenwood went and filled up that area. So Bruno was the furthest player forward. He read all the through passes really, really well, combined extremely well with Pogba. I think today, the game, although I feel that we played with 10 players because James didn't perform today, in my opinion, I feel Bruno and Pogba were the difference makers, and I would give Bruno Fernandes an easy A lah. I mean, this is like he and Pogba today were like the top students, so it's between them to fight for who is the best student of the day. So Bruno and that's nothing much to say. I mean, a lot of people call him Fernandes and all those things.
Yeah,
I just hope you eat your words because he's got 3 goals and not one of it was a penalty.
No, bro, Raj. To all the haters out there, yeah, Bruno scored 3 penalties. He scored 3 fabulous penalties. All right.
This is our penalty.
So,
yes.
So we score pen trick.
Yeah. So this goes out to all of y'all to show what class he is. The only thing I hope is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, please use Bruno and Paul Pogba with caution this season. Yep. When you're playing your local condominium cup or your Taman cup, or don't put them. Play your fringe players, play your other players, use the depth of your squad. That's all I'm wishing from Ole with regards to Bruno and Pogba. So both Bruno and Pogba for me were A. Excellent. It was excellent performance from both of them. They did their job to perfection.
We can actually see Bruno Fernandes is so much more sharper, so much more fresh.
Yes.
Not like last
He looks roaring to go.
When he was run down. He was so tired.
Yeah.
So please rotate the squad. Yes, Jai, tambah Jai.
So Bruno pun gaji 400,000 lah.
Jangan cakap. Nanti gaduh pula. Nanti kita gaduh pula nanti.
Habis nanti tak boleh habis recording.
Talking about money. No more.
No. Duit tak ada.
Jai. Okay, we move on to the next player, Jai. Daniel James. Apa pendapat you, Daniel James?
Okay,
main ke tak?
Secara jujur, I tak cakap lah Dennis James teruk sangat main. Tak ada, bukan. Dennis James ni sebenarnya, kalau ikutkan, dia sebenarnya dia ni sebenarnya tactical punya player tau. Maksud dia, untuk tactical, dalam masa-masa tactical ni, perlukan James tu sebenarnya. Sebab dengan kelajuan yang dia ada, memang finishing dia hancur kan. Tapi, untuk tactical nak memenatkan defend, nak mengucang-acirkan, walaupun dia pun sendiri kucang-kacir, tapi mengucang-acirkan pemain, dia most pada tactical lah sebenarnya. Kita perlu ada player macam James ni, tetapi taklah I kata James ni bagus sangat, tetapi untuk tactical dia memang diperlukan. Untuk game ni memang dia biasa-biasa saja. Cuma nampak ada dia punya kelajuan dia nak berlari, kejar bola. Ada dekat situ. Tetapi biasa je. Tak ada yang lebih luar biasa. Mungkin kita boleh letakkan Sancho lah lepas ni. Itu pendapat saya.
Daniel James, maybe untuk game ni dia sebagai, just now we were discussing, dia sebagai backup just in case that how to say Leeds pressing us too much, then kita guna dia sebagai counter attack. But then hari ni kita main higher up on the field and whatnot. So that's why dia nampak macam redundant macam tu lah. So grade dia berapa, Jai? You bagi dia grade A, B, C, D.
I bagi dia C lah.
C lah.
Itu je yang I boleh bagi. C.
Okay, we move on to the next player, Pijal, the one and only Kayu Hijau lah. Macam mana?
Itulah for malam ni punya game memang I rasa he deserve to be alongside Pogba and also Bruno lah. Dia macam people take him as a striker, but then he become like a very free role punya player tau. Dia datang dekat. You know, sekarang ni macam untuk first game ni kita boleh nampak the impact of Cavani yang ada pada Bruno, which is that previously kita expect Greenwood akan duduk top striker, dia takkan turun, dia takkan pergi dekat ke bola, dia takkan go to the midfield. Whereas bila tengok Cavani main, dia nampak Cavani punya gameplay macam mana. Cavani always come very 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 experienced player, datang dekat, minta bola, lepas tu lay out to the wingers. And then what I love the most about his goal is what I love everything about the second goal tu memang my favourite lah of all the 5 goal yang kita score tu. Greenwood punya goal tu boleh kata my favourite lah, because dia daripada midfield, dia daripada striker, lari ke tengah padang, dan dia memang turn dia percaya Pogba akan jumpa dia. Pogba akan passing dah akan sampai ke dia. Itu yang macam for me ratingnya I will give A lah. Memang top notch lah, memang the best
nak
lah.
tambah sikit boleh tak?
Boleh.
Nak tambah sikit.
Siapa nak tambah dulu? Okay, apa yang saya rasa sebenarnya Greenwood ni, saya rasa dia dah bersedia untuk mengambil alih baton daripada Cavani. Saya rasa dia punya maturity, dia punya style dia main, cara dia anticipate bola, cara dia buatkan ruang untuk diri dia sendiri tu dah mula menunjukkan kematangan. So menunjukkan yang Greenwood ni selepas ini boleh dikatakan seorang player on the right track untuk jadi key player untuk kita lah. Yes. Tadi kita macam yang kita discuss, kalau dia fit, saya rasa Greenwood patut start ke semua game kalau dia fit, especially in the league. So that's the thing. Okay,
Jai. Tambah.
Aku nak tambah. Aku tak pernah tengok talent macam Greenwood ni untuk sekarang. So aku rasa dia bukan datang daripada dunia ni. Aku rasa dia mungkin dekat tempat, dia mungkin daripada negara lain, angkasa lain ke mana, aku tak tahulah. Sebab bakat dia, touching ball dia punya finishing memang aku puji. Memang bukan aku nak letak A lah. Aku tak tahu apa aku nak letak kat dia lah. Memang tak ada macam Peja cakap, macam Ras cakap lah. Dia memang talent gila lah. Serius cakap. Kalau dia boleh develop, boleh bela elok-elok, jaga elok-elok, memang boleh jadi satu, memang big gila lah. Itu Greenwood lah pada pendapat aku.
And I think his overall game of Mason Greenwood is not like a typical number 9 who will just stand in front of goal, wait for the cross and head in and finish. His overall game is improving. If you see some stats, he has like 45 touches in this match. 45 touches for a striker is like beyond average. It's above average. And then he got like 100% passing accuracy in the attacking frame. So that means like he's making the passes, he's making successful passes, and he's also getting a lot of touches in the box. He's not like just a scoring header or just tap in. He's contributing a lot in the overall. Even like he didn't get a direct assist, but he got like I think like a third assist or like a pre-assist. I would say like I think 1 or 2 he got pre-assist today, not a direct assist, but his overall involvement in the game has been improving, and we are expecting a lot from him from this season. Hopefully 20 plus goal this season.
Okay, yeah. we move on to our subs. Okay, our subs, let's do it collectively. Matic, Sancho and Martial, because I think once they came in, the tempo of the game slowed down, so we didn't really get to see so much of them performing. So Raj, what do you think about them collectively?
collectively, I think they were effective as substitutes. It was a good substitution by Ole. I feel bad that Van de Beek didn't get game time today, but based on the scoreline and all, we can't complain much because we got the job done. I feel that Matic came in to steady the ship, took the mental over from McTominay to perfection, and all he did was just keep the defensive shape together. Sancho showed a few training ground trips, flicks and tricks. That's what was about it. And Martial was trying to get himself involved because he knows that the competition up front is really heavy.
Yes.
And I think Martial also will come good this coming season. I'm not just saying this because Dom is a huge fan of Martial, but I feel that this season, no, the thing is, that's one thing. The second thing is, I feel that the strikers have to be on their toes in order to make it to the squad.
Yes.
If they are off, I think they will drop out. You look at the variety of talent that we have. Outside, Rashford is after surgery watching this entire game thinking what on earth is going on. Can I get back into this team automatically or not? So that is the competition that is going on. There's good squad depth, which is what we needed.
So we'll just give them a B for all of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
B for all
All
of them.
three.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay lah, Martial. Okay, Martial B. Wow, apa wow.
Martial masuk lah. So Martial level B lah. Good lah.
Tapi guys, kalau Greenwood bagus, buat apa kita nak pakai Martial, biar Martial duduk luar lah.
Itu jangan. Don't worry, we will cut off that statement. Kita potong statement tu. Tak ada.
Minta kena kick je. Minta kena kick.
Jangan potong steam lah. Dah lah, happy sekarang. Aduh. Okay, guys, move on to the next one. The next rating for the main guy behind the scenes, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. How would you guys rate him? Let's do a round robin for this one. All right, let's start with Syed first. How would you rate Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
I think like all the fans, when we saw the lineup, we were quite disappointed. Like, oh my God, it's like the same thing. Because technically the starting lineup was the same as last season because like Sancho was on the bench, Buatan was just revealed before the kickoff. So it was, we were like, okay, it is going to be boring match. But overall, the tactics, the movement around the pitch, it was not like a restricted formation from Ole. There was a freedom goal for Pogba, which contributed in 4 assists. Greenwood had a good game. So I think the coaching, the spirit in the squad, you can see on the pitch, like they are playing for the badge. They are playing for, like in front of fans. So kudos to Ole to gel up all the different personalities into one team. And then now we are getting the result of his man management for which he's more popular for.
Okay, Jai, macam mana dengan you, Jai?
Ole yang I tak faham satu je. Lain semua I dah tahu dah, memang dia akan letak line up yang last seasonnya. Yang I tak faham kenapa dia letak James, kenapa dia letakkan James, dia tak masukkan Martial. Itu yang tak faham.
But
itu
maybe
soalan yang
he was not fit. If he was fit, then maybe
I put as a fitness lah.
And then
betul.
James, another thing I think is plan B like I mentioned earlier, probably for the counter attack. If we need it, we need the pace up front. James is the fastest already. We don't have Rashford. So Pija, apa pendapat you tentang Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
Pendapat I memang previous masa macam as per yang saya cakap lah, masa first kita tengok line up tu is a very like maybe a bit defensive because of kita ada 2 pivot. But then when the games goes on, kita nampak apa yang Ole cuba bahas. Sebab kita tahu how Leeds gonna play. Tapi to be defensive on the Daniel James. I think kenapa Ole letak Daniel James because of the relationship pernah ada between Daniel James and also Leeds United. So the fear factor, ada extra factor untuk Daniel James to perform lah. So tapi itulah memang I salute dengan Ole lah. Kalau ada average tu I bagi dia B lah.
Okay, Raj, how about you? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and what rating would you give Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
To me, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, when I saw the lineup, I think I told the group that my confidence just fell because it was the same lineup that was coming week in, week out last season.
Deja vu.
Yeah, it was a deja vu feeling. It was a very, very scary feeling. But instead of a double pivot, we started going on the forefront. That might be again like what Jai said, because Leeds play a very open game, and when we won 6-2, that is exactly how we were playing as well. So it was a good tactical play. I think it made real good use of Paul Pogba, and also there was a Greenwood. Greenwood's maturity is another thing. His man management is starting to show. I feel that Ole he has control over his dressing room. That means he knows if he throws someone in, they can get the job done. We are starting to see that. Although I would still very much welcome a CDM, please. We still have time for the transfer window. Get a competent CDM in.
It's coming.
But I think McTominay is doing a fantastic job as a ball winner and more to a box-to-box player. But if we can get a solid CDM to sit inside, that would be something else. And most importantly, Varane, Sancho, they did not play today. Rashford did not play today.
Exactly.
And still we won 5-1.
Exactly.
So Cavani was not there. Cavani didn't play. Exactly.
Yes,
Cavani was not in the squad. So
and Martial.
I didn't even remember.
Martial didn't play.
I didn't even feel the absence of Cavani because Greenwood actually played as well as Cavani could have done. That is really something that to look forward for, and I hope we keep the momentum. Don't get swell-headed, and next game you go and surrender it to a weak opposition or whatnot. One step at a time. Let's not start counting our chickens before they hatch. So well done, Ole. That's all.
Rating for
rating. I would give him an A lah. He proved us wrong.
I think he deserves an A also lah.
Yeah, because he proved us wrong. Simply for that.
Exactly. Okay.
21 is coming.
The last thing, the man of the match. Okay, man of the match. Personally, for me, is Paul Pogba lah. Okay. Syed, I think you agree with me as well lah.
Yeah, I don't have to say Paul Pogba.
Okay, so basically me and Syed is Paul Pogba. Okay, Jai, siapa man of the match?
Linderlof.
You give him the average. We didn't give him the excellent. Now man of the match.
That's why we give Jai lah.
Sorry guys. I tak nak ulas apa-apa, tapi I bagi tahu satu je. Linderlof, itu je.
Okay.
Kalau nak dengar ulasan I tak nak gaduh kan. I tak nak gaduh. You tahu you all semua tak suka Linderlof, tapi tak apa. Kan?
Okay, Pija. Man of the match, Pija.
I gonna give Pogba lah.
Pogba.
Lack of match fitness, but then he contribute 4 assists. Yep.
Okay, Raj, how about you, Raj? Man of the match.
I beg to differ a little bit. Between the two A students, I go for the other A student, Bruno, simply because he played 90 minutes, and I think Pogba was a bit contributory to Erling's goal as well for not closing him down. Nothing wrong because he got 4 assists. 4 minus 1, you still got 3, so it's fine. But still, that is why I go more with Bruno Fernandes.
Like Bruno finishes was top class. It was not like easy goal. Even the third goal, he cut in and changed the foot and then scored all brilliant.
Even the first goal was very, very hard to control that long ball from Pogba. Yeah.
Exactly. So actually, that is the brilliant thing about this particular game, because we are actually arguing about pretty much who is the man of the match. Who played better than who? Instead of one clear cut. Okay, Linderlof also lah, boleh lah Linderlof.
Boleh lah. Greenwood pun sama lah. Okay lah, semua okay je.
Okay, so
you tak tengok ke dia punya ball macam mana?
Ya, betul.
Aduh, memang barang tak main lah.
Better than Maguire.
Guys, we are at the end of our segment. So, what do you think? Who is the man of the match? You can give your player ratings in the comment section below. Like usual, please like, share, subscribe, turn on the bell notification. We will see you guys soon in the next video. Cheers, guys. United, Global United.
GGMU.